Hello. Beep, 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 beep. We have some good news for a change. This actually happened the other day, but I thought we'd go through it and see the comments that have been made by one Almut Godot, at Almut Godot there on Twitter, as you can see on the screen. Now, this is great news for Almut. Unfortunately, I don't think it's such good news for us, and I'll tell you why. But here we go. Right, Warrior Teacher Program, starting in April. Right, so come and join us. We need lots of people to start in April. The fight is on, I tell you. Things are getting really heated up now, and we're going to need people that know what they're doing and can make sure that others understand what's happening. So if you're that person, come and join us. Other than that, buy me a coffee, please subscribe and do the usual. Let's get started, because this is brilliant news for Almut, and I'm very pleased. I am pleased to announce that my employment tribunal case against the Open University, which is the OU there, you'll see that acronym, has been settled, and to say a heartfelt thank you to all those whose generous support has made this outcome possible. And you can see there a tweet from Almut that was put out in August 19th, 2023. My employment tribunal case against Open University argues that I was unlawfully dismissed for rejecting gender ideology and for believing in academic freedom. If you can, please consider donating or sharing the crowdfunding appeal. That was Almut's appeal there in August of 2023. We are now in February of 2025. Do you see how long this stuff takes? It shouldn't take this long. After months of publicly vowing to fight this case all the way, vigorously and robustly, months of claiming it could not wait for the truth to out in court, the OU has now paid good money to avoid truth outing in court. Brilliantly put. Brilliantly put. You'll remember, of course, similar OU cases, that, for example, of the marvellous Professor Joe Phoenix, who also gave the OU a good kicking in the EDI-DEI cobblers a few years back. Throughout their months of fighting talk, OU leaders must have known that they could not win this case on its merits. Here's that word merit again. Having dismissed me in violation of my right to academic freedom for exercising my right to academic freedom and for believing in academic freedom, this is so good, in academic freedom, they remained unwilling or unable to explain their actions throughout. Hey, OU! Their response to my case was clearly always geared to evade the difficult questions the case raised by fair means or foul. This is just wonderful. By fair means or foul. Is it me, or is that something that should star Margaret Rutherford? In the court of law, their strategy looked to be an attempt to defeat the case by costing me out. This is what they all do. They try to cost people out by driving up the cost of this case to make it prohibitively expensive for me to pursue. Surely, there ought to be somebody, a judge or somebody, that goes, we can see what you're doing. You're and I are going to pay all the costs. All right. In the court of public opinion, they played the person, not the ball, seeking to discredit me whilst refusing to comment on the substance of my case. In September 2023, the OU told Times Higher Education, Almut Godot, or actually not any relative to Gail. Anyway, Alma. Oh, now I've got the Wonder Woman theme tune in me. Go on, Alma. Go get them. Would that be great? Just came through the roof of the court with her whip. The lasso. You will tell the truth. There's some bloke from the OU going, oh. Never mind, I'm going mad. In September 2023, the OU told Times Higher Education, Almut Godot has made a series of offensive and spurious allegations. They lie and they lie and they lie, which we reject in the strongest of terms. So strong they've just paid up. Isn't it glorious? Oh, we like to win and we like to gloat. We welcome the opportunity the tribunal hearing provides to present our evidence about the facts of the case. Boy, you welcomed it so much, you're not going to take it any further. In a message to all staff, OU leaders wrote, in a message to all staff, they really are swine. We don't accept the claimants, that's Almut Godot, Stop it. Account of events, and we will robustly defend our position in the employment tribunal, which they didn't. It's just glorious. In the Telegraph and the Daily Mail, they promised to vigorously defend the case because they strongly dispute the account, which we understood. We understand Albert Godot to have given. Oh, God. That means they've been caught with their trousers down, playing with themselves, but they're going to argue that they were trying to get rid of a spider. It was a spider, honestly. You were playing with yourselves, weren't you? No, it was a spider. Brilliant. Yet this very strategy of portraying me as a liar who would be unmasked as such at the tribunal hearing is the reason why news of this settlement will come as such a shock to those who had believed OU management's statements until now. Why the OU faithful will be asking, has the university decided to pay me an undisclosable amount of money? That's a shame, isn't it? They shouldn't be allowed to do that. Undisclosable amount of money. We've had to pay her 150 grand. That we should know. To avoid a public airing of the facts, if what I said was not true. Surely that would be irrational and an irresponsible use of public funds. Irrespective of the conclusions that people may draw from the fact of this settlement, there certainly remains no plausible excuse for the OU's continual refusal to answer any questions about the systemic institutional issues my case has highlighted. To date, their excuse has been that they were keeping their powder dry for the tribunal hearing, where all would be revealed. Given these ongoing legal proceedings, they told the Telegraph and the Mail, we do not intend to comment further at this time. They are such swine. This excuse no longer holds. This is the passive aggression of the DEI obsessed left. This excuse holds no longer. Now that the OU have brought their way out of all legal proceedings, the university now owes its staff and students, its alumni and the wider public some explanations. OU leadership itself aptly identified the areas in which it has much to explain when it promised the press that it would one day rebut the account which we understand Albert Godot to have given to the media about the circumstances of and reasons for her dismissal. The university's criminal law curriculum and modules and its equality, diversity and inclusion policies. Right? So that's what they were going to say. They were going to come and explain all that. Well, now they're not. We're all ears, OU, says Albert. Says Albert. Do share your account of events, your explication of the curriculum liberation and of curriculum setting EDI policies whenever you are ready. We know, right? Much needs to be corrected in this area where EDI ideology. Give this woman an award. EDI ideology. There's a song in there somewhere. I want to tell you the story of EDI ideology. Oh, I'm going to get on sumo. Right. Dictates. Much need to be corrected in this area where EDI ideology dictates academic content at the expense of academic freedom. This is what it does. It places its template over the top of whatever it wishes to infect, and then it infects it with EDI. That's what happens. My case has laid bare the extent to which EDI-fied and liberated curricula violate not only the university's obligations to uphold academic freedom, but the human rights of its members. Look, you go look at the rest, because it reads beautifully, and you need to read it to really get how beautifully it reads rather than listening to me waffle on. So I'll leave it at that point, but my sincerest congratulations to you, Mrs. Ms. Godot. Right? It's Wonder Woman. Fantastic. Okay? This is what we want. More of this, please. We like to win. Then we like to gloat. Come and be a warrior teacher. Come fight this with us. Right? Come and get involved. Come and do some warrior teaching. I shall see you later. You have a fantastic day, because this has made mine. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.